Hey, Brandon here. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Have another 2027 NFL Draft Prospect Scouting Report for you. Yeah, we go deep on this channel. We're going to be talking about an exciting wide receiver, Jeremiah Smith, heading to college football, heading to Ohio State, a 6'3", 210-pound athletic freak who I think is arguably maybe will be as good as Marvin Harrison Jr. That's how good this kid looks like in his high school film. I'm going to be joined by Luigi Tadone. We're doing this series here on the YouTube channel. You play Dynasty, you play C2C, hit that subscribe button. And this channel is dedicated to helping you get an early look at future NFL draft prospects. Jeremiah Smith is a name to remember. I think after this show, you're going to like what you see. Let's get to it. All right, welcome back, Luigi, to the channel, man. Excited to do these 2027 prospect reviews with you. How's everything going?
Everything's going great, Brandon. Good to be back.
Yeah, we are going to take a look at Jeremiah Smith. As everybody knows, man, what a prospect we're going to look at when we get to the film room. He is an exciting prospect for sure. Of course, he's going to Ohio State, #1 recruit. We'll get to his recruiting in a moment. But before we get to the film room, let's go get a little background on him. He played at Chaminade Madonna High School, okay, in Florida. He's a hometown Florida kid, played locally. And if you can see here on the screen that it was the second ranked high school program in the country last year. He won 3 straight titles with this high school, and he was a Max Prep National Player finalist in 2023. So comes from great competition, which is important that when we watch his film in a little bit, we see that he's playing against, even with playing against great competition, he dominates on the field, which we are going to see here very shortly. So let's take a look at just his high school stats. You can see his receiving last 3 seasons. Last 2 seasons, he's been really productive. Looks like he's played all 14 games, so he's relatively been injury free. It appears 20 touchdowns both seasons, over 1,000 yards. Certainly, the production has been there. Obviously, with a player of this skill set, he is going to be productive on the field. Typically in these videos, we like to go over his athletic profile, but we're going to wait till we get to the film room for that because we're going to show you a real quick clip of him running hurdles, which I think is going to all you're going to need to see when it comes to what this kid is from an athletic standpoint. He is an athletic freak. So that will be dropped here very shortly. So let's get to his recruiting profile, Luigi. He's really the #1 recruit for all the services. This is what you're looking at on the screen is the On3 recruiting service. He's nationally their #1 prospect, #1 wide receiver, #1 Florida prospect as well. So, and then, excuse me, then on all the rest of these rankings, 24/7, Rivals, ESPN, he is at the top of the list. So we're profiling the #1 really prospect from an offensive standpoint coming into college football. Anything you want to add on any of those and stats or anything?
He's the guy, man. He's the
He
number
is.
one guy for a reason. I'm super excited to break down his film with you.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be great. So let's take a look at his opportunity before we go over to the film room. Um, and really, we all know we love Ohio State wide receivers, especially when you play Devy, C2C. And if you play in those formats, these videos are going to be really fun for you. But Marvin Harrison, Kate Stover, 2 leading receivers in Ohio State out. Igbuka coming back. I think he's going to play in the slot. Carnell Tate, another exciting Devy asset, is also going to be returning. I see those 2 being on the field early and often in 2024. And I could possibly see Smith getting a little bit of run too. Julian Fleming, he is now at Penn State. He transferred out. They really don't have anybody else outside of Brandon Innes, probably, who has the opportunity to take some carry or some receptions away from him. But as we know, Ohio State depth chart is always deep. So sometimes these freshman kids get used a little sparingly. We'll see how much time Jeremiah Smith gets on the field. But nonetheless, he is an exciting prospect, Luigi. I know you've been waiting patiently. Let's just get right to the film room.
Let's do it.
All right, welcome to the film room. And as I previously mentioned, take a look at this hurdle. All right, we've talked about athleticism. Look at this cat. Look at this guy, Luigi.
Look at that burst.
I mean, just the
Look at
athleticism.
that.
I figured out I couldn't start a film room review without at least taking a look at that. So, yeah, I think he's like a 4 or 5 guy you had mentioned, maybe pre-show. But I mean, I think that just displays everything you need to know is about the guy. He's got the length, he's got the good lower half. He's a strong kid. So, we're going to start out here with his American Bowl highlights from this past winter, and this was one of his highlights.
Great
Again, just
route right
kind of
there.
yeah, great
Yeah,
route. And
The corner tries to press him there, and, good
Yeah.
luck with that. Just
Yeah,
too big, too
exactly. He's
strong. He
just
just does nothing. Just does nothing.
exact
Just
I love the
bullet
physic
balls right past him, yeah.
exactly. He's got the physicality. I mean, you can just see he's a boy amongst men, a boy. He's a man amongst boys rather in the high school film we're going to see here shortly.
Yeah.
But just wanted to at least get some more current stuff. He's playing against other high school all stars here, but just at least wanted to include these. So let's get through this film. I mean, you're going to just see just look how much bigger he is than everyone. The physicality. Can you imagine being that DB like looking to cover this guy? It's not fair. It's not
It's not
fair,
fair.
Luigi. It's just
It's
not
really not
fair.
fair. Boom.
Nice
Look at that.
manipulation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a great that's
god.
I think that's a one-handed catch there.
I know you gotta love the length. Little, you got that the safety to hang just a little bit to create space. Oh, you're right. That is a
Ooh,
one-handed grab. Oof.
beautiful
I,
body control.
yeah, man. And I love the fire rings too.
Yeah.
Well, we showed a little speed there.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, this guy's the whole package.
Mhm. Saw that soft spot in the deep zone.
Yeah. So you can tell no one's gonna press this kid. He goes out of the screen here a little bit, but it's so tough to see. That was kind of the very end. You can see him really again. The length on him is going to be phenomenal. He's 6'3". I should have mentioned that.
Mhm.
Two plus 200 plus pounds. But
Yeah,
his
32.5-inch arms,
yeah, I mean, oh, the
which is
hesitate, double
ideal.
move. Oh, I said, look at the hand placement too on this catch.
Now you
It,
see his thick right through his lower half too.
yeah, look at
He's
that.
got
The adjustment, boom.
oh, body control is just off the
That's
charts with him.
it.
Mhm.
Really is. So here's just a go route, little underthrown, good ball concentration. There's someone facing press. Good concentration.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
His acceleration and burst right off the line, really good.
Yeah, he's really
Again, just
dangerous.
just the he's gonna be a contested catch guy too. He's gonna win those 50 ball. Look at that. Oh,
I mean, he's Keon Coleman off the bus. He can do everything Keon Coleman's doing right now. He's, really dominant one-on-ones. Like,
I
high
would
points the ball so well. That's
oh, look at that.
yeah.
I don't know. He's looking like Marvin Heron Jr.-ish.
Now, if you wanted to ding him a little, I noticed he's not the greatest, most dynamic player after the catch. He's
Mhm.
big, he's strong, he's fast, he'll run away from you, but he's not gonna,
Oh, look at the separation. Oh, and the ball
yeah,
that was yeah, he's got some
easy.
vertical ability too for the size. I mean,
Yeah, yes, sir. He's an easy separator.
he's an easy separator. I like it.
And he knows his speed, he plays well, he gets in the defensive back's mind. I love this clip, by the way. The, cinematic backdrops on some of these high school films are
Yeah,
really nice.
but here's a little yak ability. We're just talking about his yak. A little look
Yeah.
at that little
Mhm,
shimmy right there.
mhm.
Oh boy. Oh, that
Not
was
bad,
nice.
not bad.
Not bad at all. Oh, he's wide open here.
That's wide open. I could have caught
Yeah,
that.
that's yeah. Are you sure you could have caught that?
Hands was not
uh,
my strength, but
I mean, look how he just separates those two. These flat-footed safeties. They should know better than that. Who they're playing against. Look at that. That's not fair. Yeah, that's a beautiful sky, man. Look at that.
yeah.
Oof. But I can see him winning all over the field. He can win vertical. The inside slants, he's going to be almost impossible to defend. And then he's got the back corner, jump ball skill ability.
And you know what else he's got? He's got a great, wide receivers coach he's going to. They're gonna teach
Yeah,
him all the
exactly.
finer points, how to sink his
Absolutely.
hips, how to really use his hands to win off the line and not just rely on, pure athleticism.
Yeah. But I mean, this is going to be his calling card. I mean,
You
he's
can't teach
just,
you don't teach that.
yeah, and you can't defend it. I mean, look at the separation he gets on that corner route.
Yeah.
Works him to the inside, gets him the hips to turn.
Yeah, he lulls these guys to sleep. It's
He
pretty
does.
remarkable.
But just over and over, this is how he won so much. I mean, look at this defender up against him. I mean, he's got 6, 7 inches on him, but still not a bad stop route. Good adjustment to the ball.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple more yak plays in here. And what I included too that we're gonna see here is this physicality. I love physicality. We're gonna see some blocking plays at the end of this thing. He gets engaged in blocking, which is nice, but that's a really good play. Again, just showing his physicality. It's yards after the catch. It's 5 yards, another 5, shedding tackles, bully ball. Mhm. This is it right here. Look at that. Look at that. Ohio you don't think you don't think Judkins and Henderson are gonna love this guy running down
Yeah,
his side of the
he's
field
physical.
next year?
Mhm.
Super physical. Again, it's just that he stays engaged the whole play all the way, and then he puts him, I think, on his so I just put some reps in here at the end. This was some of the practices at the All-American Bowl, some of the highlights we saw. And again, this is against the other best competition in high school, right? I mean, again, great
Smoking them.
release, just smoking
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
So, guy never recovered. There's another one, just some, you know, again, just look at the foot fire, boom, boom,
Mhm.
you know, good
Really
defensive,
strong. Yeah, you
really
can't
strong.
it's hard to get your hands on him.
Yeah.
He's
So,
yeah, he's really tough against the jam.
yeah. So, I don't know. I think in Devy and C2C startups, this kid is going to go early and often. He's an Ohio State wide receiver, really exciting prospect. I mean, he's going to be the number one receiver on everyone's board, coming in the high school. So, any
Gonna be
final thoughts
he's
on
gonna be a
Smith?
first rounder. He's gonna be sorry to talk over you. He's gonna be a
Yeah.
first rounder. He's gonna be
I,
he's the next one, They're doing
I,
crazy things over there at OSU, and,
yeah,
he's the next in a long line. He's a humble kid, you listen to him in interviews, he wants to put his head down and work,
right.
he says he wants to go to school, play football, it's all he cares about. So really
And you
excited.
said, and you said he was
Mhm.
an early enrollee too, right? So he's
Early
already in school.
yeah, early enrollee,
Right,
mhm,
great,
yep.
awesome. Well, that's gonna bode well for him getting on the field on spring ball and getting acclimated. We could see him play, maybe a sizable role in 2024. Thanks, Luigi, again. Always enjoyed doing these film reviews with you guys. If you play Devy, you play C2C, Jeremiah Smith, make sure you get him.